It's a present day rip. Topps Heritage Miners come up next on Cheap Wax Chronicles. And welcome back. We're here with another card opening video. I got 2022 Topps Heritage Minor League Edition. This is not a release day rip or a release week rip. This has been out for, I think, about 3 weeks now. Heritage High Number just dropped last week, so we'll probably be opening that next. But this is always a good, fun rip. What I like about Topps Heritage Miners is you get to see some of the prospects you'd see in Bowman draft from last year, as well as Bowman last year. You're also going to see a little bit higher quality than you're going to see from a flagship set. Plus, you're going to get to see minor league uniforms. I love seeing the minor league the minor league teams in here. And what's cool is that now they actually are denoting for the Florida Coast League and AAA, versus a AAA and AA like they did last year. So this is going to be a very quick rip. This is a very inexpensive rip. Right now, you can find these boxes for anywhere from $35 to $50, so it's a really, really cheap rip. You get 2 autographs per box. There's also should be a box loader in here, so should be a lot of fun. I'm going to whip out the Guideman. We're going to take a look and see what we got in here. Marcelo Mayer on the cover there. I'm not expecting to find a Mayer in here, but we'll see how it goes. Ugh. And our box loaders are, I think these are supposed to be, these are the 1973 panel cards. Khalil Watson, Maximo Acosta, and Roberto Campos. Maximo Acosta is probably the standout of those. But yeah, that's kind of interesting that they actually have, they did the panel card design without actually going to the panels, which is always nice. And with this guy, we got 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. Your standard issue Heritage lineup. You should have some border variations. I don't think there are chrome variations in my Heritage Miners. And yeah, there should be 2 autos in here. I think they did away last year. They promoted autos or relics in the boxes, but I think they moved away from doing relics in Heritage Miners, which is kind of nice. And the other cool thing with that, these are all on card, which is, so if you could do Topps Pro debut, you get the Topps flagship design, and you get 4 autographs per box, but they're all stickers. So the on cards are always nice, and then they obviously have the red ink variations, and they also have border variations, which is also nice. And then other standard carryovers from the Heritage Major set are going to be flip stock, where you have the back matte will have the color image printed on it. I've pulled one of those before in 2020 Heritage Miners with Ezekiel Duran. Unfortunately, that card, I believe, with how much ink they had to use on those cards, caused some issues with the cards separating, so that unfortunately did not last. But that's the way it goes. This box did come from 3 Stars Sports Cards in Bloomington. And there's our variation. Oh no, that's I think that's an insert, but I didn't want to spoil it yet. Now already you can see there's a Yokas Cespedes there, which is kind of a nice card to have. Robert Hassel, the guy that everybody's chasing out 2020 Bowman. And there's our last pack. Alright, so let's take these stacks, we'll move our hull, and take a look at stack 1. Cooper Kinney. This is a minor league, international league playoffs. Darren Baker, Joshua Baez, Boyhood Photos of the Stars, Nick Pratto, Alex Benelis, Oswaldo Cabrera, Evan Carter, Eddie Pages, and I believe that's our first auto. No, it's not an auto. That's interesting. And then 22 prospect pitchers like Grayson Rodriguez, Jackson Jobe, and Brian Bello. And I believe those are all. So you got Pawtucket. Okay, so you got, I believe, Tigers, Red Sox, and Norfolk, which I believe is the Mets. Then we got this guy here, Rapidos de Carapalos. So this is, I believe, a Mexican league. DJ Gladney, that's an interesting one. I'm not familiar with that one at all. And Marcelo Mayer, and this is a 53 Bowman throwback. That's pretty cool. And there are, what's different for autographs this year in Heritage Miners is they actually do have parallel autos as well. So Miguel Vargas, Jordan McCants, Devin Santos, Eduardo Von, Harry Ford. There's another Marcelo Mayer, Khalil Watson, and Jordan Lawler. So those are some very major prospects that came out of Bowman draft last year for the Marlins, Red Sox, and D-backs. Tyler Whitaker, and our first autograph is Matt McLean from Dayton Dragons. And I believe that Dayton is in the red system. So first auto there. Minor League World Series. Zach Veen, boyhood photos of the stars. Jordan Lawler, Aaron Zavala, Jory Weimer, Gabriel Marrero. Cool, Benny Montgomery, and that's really interesting because this is what the packs looked like last year for the oh, this is the actual pack. So Benny Montgomery for the Rockies, but that's still pretty cool. Khalil Watson, base card, but that was backwards. So what's the deal with that one? Take a look and see. That's interesting. Karen Parks, Alan Civetta, Brian Buevelas, Mick Ebel, Hayu Lee, Levin Sosa, Ryan Holgart, Emerson Hancock, Alex Ramirez, Michael Escocito, Tyler McDonough, Jose Tana, Bryce Turang, Jackson Merrill, Victor Mesa, and then Pescados de Carolina of Alex Benelis. Ed Howard, James Wood, Jose Salas, and Jeremy Vargas is stack 1. Alright, Denzel Clark, Anthony Volpe. You see your board variation poking out there. Leo Jimenez, and then Miguel Geraldo on the blue, and that is numbered to 99. Errol Vera, Eric Pena, Frank Mazzucato, Wes Kath, Yodi Cap, Jordan Vars, and Khalil Watson on the 22 Heritage Wrapper. Luis Rodriguez for the Dodgers. Greg Jones, Daniel Lopez, Arnaldo Cruz, Yoswar Garcia. Bryce Johnson and Drew Waters for AAA leaders. Alejandro Pai, or PA, I guess it should be. Another International League World Series. Jorbit Vias, Yohendrick Pinagro, Connor Norby, Jordan Adams, Rosamar Quintana, and there is Jason Dominguez for the Tampa Tundra. What? Oh, okay. I was like Tampa Tundra. That doesn't make sense. But Jason Vargas, Jorge Valera, and Benny Montgomery. Jason, I don't know. Jason Dominguez. He's a high-rated prospect for the Yanks. I don't think he's going to be a by fans out, unfortunately. Nick Gonzalez, Nick York, and Justin Foscue. Another backwards one. I wonder if that's a short print. That's what that is. Henry Davis in the short print for Greensboro Grasshoppers. Nick Prado and Yohel Pozo. Of course, Henry Davis being in the Pirate system. Kyle Manzardo, Bryce Turang, World Series. Brandon Beausoleil, Francisco Alvarez. Brombear Bonasi, Brett Beatty. The Winston-Salem Bayardos. So that's what are those? Those are those are interesting cards. I'm not sure if it's like a Lennon Sosa, Trey Sweeney, Nick Gonzalez, Anthony Volpe. I think that he is much more of the guy to watch for the Yankee system actually, over Jason Dominguez, Noel Marte, and then Marco Luciano. Jose Torres, Cesar Prieto, Brian Nochico, Pete Crow Armstrong, and then a redemption. I don't see redemptions out here often. Let's take a look. You are due to receive a real one dual autograph. Oh, that's nice. That's an interesting one, and that's a really cool. That's a good one. I don't know if we can actually get in and see that. I'll set that to the side and I'll show you guys that. Mark Vientos, Sarava Rafaela, Jackson Choro, Gunnar Henderson. I've never pulled a dual auto before. That's kind of exciting. Jay Allen, Max Ferguson, Larry Ernesto, Reginald Picard, Preciado on the 73 Rapper, Diego Cartaya, Adele Adamor, Alexander Ramirez, Alexander Mojica, Denzer Guzman. And since we've had both of our autographs, I expect we should see one more border variation, but that should be about it. And Andrew Jones, that's interesting. That's interesting. I like that one. For the Durham Bulls, Corbin Carroll, Elijah Tatis, Milcar Perez, Yelki Cespedes, Melvin Marti, Austin Martin for the Wichita Wind Surge. Of course, in the Twin System now, Bubba Chandler, Pescados de Carolina of Hedbert Perez, Jordan Walker, Eduardo Garcia, Lonnie White Jr., Dale Hornaz, Matthew Liberatore, and Darren McCann. And I don't know if I'm ever going to see him in the majors again, Liberatore, but we'll see. Yoribel Angeles, and then Spencer Torkelson on the World Series. Max Muncy, not the Max Muncy for the Dodgers, the one that was just drafted. Christian Santana, Dallin Lilly, Matthew Liberatore again, and Jesse Schultens. British AAA strikeout leaders, Robert Hassel, Jonathan Clace, Cody Morissette, Benny Montgomery, another 73 rapper of George Valera, Henry Davis Boyhood Photos, Toglia, another Henry Davis. A lot of Henry Davis in here. Edis Letter, Keanu Cavaco, another Twins prospect, Marco Luciano, Gabe Workman, and there is our... Wow, that's a gorgeous card. Kyle Manzardo, black border variation, numbered to 50. Zach Veen-Hassel and Luis Matos. Hedbert Perez, Luis Matos, and Taj Bradley. And that is your box. Very quick rip. Gorgeous cards. And we're going to take a look at our redemption. Let's see if we can zoom in. Bring my camera down. I want to zoom in here. Come on. Let's try one more time here. There we go. George Valera and Janetsky Noel, and I believe that he is in the red system. Either Reds or Tribe. But that's cool. George Valera and Janetsky Noel on the dual auto. And that is... Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure what the pack rate is for the dual autos. I don't think it's that high. But that's interesting because that's the first one I've ever pulled out of any product. I'm not a dual auto guy. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to redeem that and see how quickly it gets to me. But that's your box, really quick rip. Interesting. Like I said, I mean, it's cool to see some of these prospects, see them in their proper minor league uniforms, because you're going to see a lot of them in their major league uniforms that are airbrushed on from Bowman and such. But it's nice to see them in action. I was really surprised because I think I only saw a couple of Twins in there, but that's the way it goes. I mean, also with everybody getting traded too, I'm sure they probably didn't have Probably didn't make a whole lot of sense to do like, Christian Encarnacion Strand or some of those other guys that were traded. But that's the way it goes. All right, well, that's your rip. I'll let you guys go. Happy to have you with us. As always, stay safe and stay well, and make sure to support your local card shop.